Well, the hour being 3 o'clock, we'll call this meeting of Town Council Agenda and Priorities meeting to order this 7th day of December 2020. We have an agenda before us. Is there any additions or deletions? No? Would someone like to move to adopt?
I so move, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor Hill. All in favor? Carried. And moving on to administration, incident commanders report.
Thank you, Your Worship. ECC continues to meet every Wednesday, if not more often than that, but recently last couple Wednesdays. Just a few points to highlight to Council. Level 1 CPOs are able to enforce the Public Health Act. With business complaints, will be dealt with the public health officer, and public complaints such as complaints regarding social gatherings, etc., will be dealt with the CPOs in the format of education, encouragement, and then enforcement. Fire has been busy with the occupancy loads measurements just to help businesses understand what their occupancy loads, and then of course the 25% eligibility for patrons to visit each business. FCSS has developed winter kits along with members of council, your participation in that development. No staff members are out, all are accounted for or on vacation. Some staff are currently conducting risk assessments for the outdoor rinks, and we're about to start up our risk assessment review of the existing, the previous risk assessments that were completed, making sure they're up to date. Currently, the arena remains closed, and the pool is open with lane swimming and individual fitness. Just some notification from the government on municipal governance. Communities that are on the enhanced status list at any time on or after November 27th must keep all measures in effect until at least December the 15th. So we'll see if those dates change as the cases continue to be maintained at higher numbers. So those municipalities, including Innisfail in the enhanced areas, can council continue to meet in public. Yes, all councils may continue to meet in public if they can adhere to the social gathering guidelines. Holding council meetings in community centers within enhanced areas remains restricted at this time, because there was some talk about the LLC at one point. They're stating that's not permitted. Just in the office of municipal operations and within vehicles, within enhanced areas, workers must wear a mask unless working alone in an office or an appropriate barrier, unless there's an appropriate barrier in place. Our municipal outdoor rinks permitted to remain open at this time. Skating is permitted with members from individual households if physical distancing is maintained at all times. Currently, our outdoor arenas are not open due to the weather. And with that, if there's any questions.
Thank you, Your Worship, through to CEO Becker. Just in regards to the outdoor rinks, are we, obviously they're not open to the weather, as you just said, but we're going to wait for the risk assessment. Do we have any idea how long that's going to take and when we might see that moving forward, or if we are able to, I guess, with your risk assessment?
Exactly, Your Worship, to Councillor Carrot. The risk assessments are being completed right now, and the arenas are closed currently due to weather. I don't have a date when the risk assessments are going to be completed.
That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
I have one too, CEO Becker. Have there been any situations or complaints with social gatherings, that type of thing? Have there been any recorded?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Worship.
Complaints?
I have not received any reports indicating there has been public complaints at this time. More, I think, public statements more than public complaints.
Okay. Any other questions of that?
Yes, Your Worship. I have one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Councilor Bates.
Yeah, just to confirm the messaging. So the arenas are closed. There are none of the user groups that are asking you to use them, are there?
Where's Megan? She's right there.
Yeah, we haven't received any inquiries from the groups at this time. We are doing a little bit of research on public skating this week, because some other communities have offered that, so we're looking into their protocols to see if it's maybe something we could look at as well.
No, I just wanted to make sure because I think it was 2 weeks ago in the paper, it said that, you know, it more or less implied that we had closed them, but I think it's a user group agreement that we're okay with each other.
Yeah, we haven't had any complaints.
Thank you.
Any other questions? No. Would someone like to move we accept this report for information?
I'll move that, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor Bates. All in favor? Carried, thank you. Okay, round table. Councillor Hill.
Thank you, Your Worship. Well, I fortunately was not able to attend our last 13 Ways engagement, but I did, and sorry I wasn't able to make the Christmas tree lighting. It looked like you guys did a really great job doing that, so appreciate council doing that. But other than that, no, just hoping that we can, it's going to be interesting to see how hopefully our CPOs aren't going to be too terribly busy having to educate too much, but we'll see how that goes with the social gatherings. But other than that, that's about all from me, Your Worship.
Thank you. Councillor Bates.
So really, I did participate in the video, I guess, for the Christmas tree lighting. I did try to look for it today. I can't find it on our website, so I don't know, maybe I didn't look well enough. And I attended the 13-way Zoom, and that's about it. I guess we got the 13-way public this week, and hoping we can get a lot of people on there.
Yes, thank you. I attended, I had the Police and Safe Community meeting, and we did bring forward a little more enforcement in regards to speeding and noise. That there will be a little bit more of a crackdown, and I think they were good with that to move forward, whether that's through our peace officers and or the RCMP. It was very good engagement. I think it's just been a really good committee to move forward with. 13 Ways, I was there for the Zoom meeting, the multi-use workshop last week, and the video for the Christmas tree light up.
Okay. Councillor Carrot.
Yeah, I was with HCMA multiplex, I guess, discussion that we had the other day, 13 Ways. And the Christmas tree lighting was also out and about on the weekend with Hometown Christmas. It seemed to be quite busy, and just anecdotally, I would say probably 99% of people wore masks when they were shopping in downtown Innisfail. So it was good to see everybody being respectful and looking after each other. So I think it was a good weekend for all. Thank you.
I attended the 3 events that everybody's talked about, the 13 Ways, the multi-use, the tree lighting video. I enjoyed the budget week, followed by a trip to the dentist the following day. Not sure which was the crown was more enjoyable or the budget. And what else? And I enjoyed my Monday off. It's kind of nice. They should have 5 Mondays in every month. That's all I got.
Thank you, Your Worship. I also attended the HCMA multiplex presentation, 13 Ways. Looking forward to this Thursday, the public engagement, and I agree with Councillor Bates. I hope that we certainly get a lot of public involvement, and I would ask how we're going to go about that. Is it just a web page, or is it, I understand the Chamber's got a fan out list, or are we going to access that? And so just a question. I also attended the Public Policing and Community meeting with Councillor Carrot, and there is one thing that they're going to try and get a little more exposure for the committee. It's been about a year and a half, lots of exposure to start off, but it's sort of waned over time, a lot of it due to COVID, and some really neat stuff going on, so we thought we would try and, profile that community, or that committee to the community, and have them find out who's actually on the committee. Christmas tree lighting, I also attended, and I think that's about it. Thank you.
Okay, well, I think I was pretty much attended the same as everyone. The discussions with 13 Ways has certainly been being interesting. I just hope we can get a good response now, and it's a good turnout for the 10th. I'm excited to hear what people have to say, and it's also somewhat encouraging, I guess, some of the news that we're hearing about the vaccine that's been coming out shortly. So hopefully we can get the world rolling in the right direction again, but the first thing I think they're going to do is hit all the senior lodges and the senior people that are confined and the staff in those facilities. So that's certainly been a problem all across the whole country. So anyways, I don't think I had anything else. Anything, Stephen, you want anything to touch on? No? Oh, Heather, Megan? No? Stuart? Vanessa at Control Center? Good. Okay, Todd, have you got anything you want to touch on? Okay, well, I guess the next thing is then to move in